The Brian Gould Show features content from the internet and current events throughout the world. All photos, videos, names, and other content is for entertainment purposes only. Please don't fall asleep. It's rude.
Hey everybody, welcome to a new episode of the Brian Gould Show. I am your host, Brian Gould, along with...
the king of cool, Joe Cool.
So, it's been 3 weeks, man, since we've done a podcast. Took a little break. We took 4th of July off, which fell on a Monday, and next thing you know, it's 3 weeks later. So, apologize for the drought. Hope you tuned in and listened to some of the older content and visited the website. But, Pokemon Go is the latest craze, and
Pokemon can go F himself.
He opened up with that picture there. This guy
What is wrong with
that
him?
you saw, he quit his job to become a full-time Pokemon Go player.
In fairness, though, he is only 24 years old.
A New Zealand man has quit his job to fully devote himself to hunting Pokemon. Tom Curry, 24, was working as a barista and bartender at a restaurant.
Barista.
When he was overcome by Pokemon Go. Quote, "I wanted to have an adventure. I've been working for 6 years and I was desperate for a break, and Pokemon gave me the chance to live that dream."
Don't they have things called vacation?
Yeah, no kidding. Curry plans to take a 2-month trip around New Zealand in his quest to catch all the creatures in the game. As of this week, he has already caught 90 of the 151 available Pokemon characters. So he's more than halfway there. It won't take him 2 months to figure that out.
Let me send this out to Mr. Curry. Mr. Curry, from New Zealand, if you're a listener, I thank you for listening, but you, sir, are a moron.
No, he's not listening right now because he's too busy trying to catch him.
Oh, yeah, Pokemon. Yeah. Hey, here's a Pokemon right here. Come get it.
Yeah, Pokemon in your lap.
I've heard of people wrecking cars,
look at
trying
this one.
to find Pokemon.
A Pokemon Go player in Connecticut says that the game led them to a church prayer garden where they found a naked woman vandalizing a statue of the Virgin Mary.
Where's the naked woman? I'm going to go find her. That is just ridiculous.
Yes, this is how bad. I mean,
people are running into cars trying to find. He's falling off cliffs.
Finding homeless dead people.
What is up with that?
A handful of high schoolers got in a lot of trouble because of one popular area where kids were coming to find the Pokemon characters. They were stealing phones and stealing their money. They're robbing them.
They were robbing them. They were setting them up and robbing
kids.
Them.
Yeah.
Wow.
Because I knew it was a popular area. So the Pokemon craze.
Now let me ask you this: how many lawsuits do you think are going to be brought upon? Who makes Pokemon?
That's a Nintendo thing.
How many lawsuits do you think?
Good luck. Not happening.
I don't think they'll hold water, but
No.
I think people will bring lawsuits.
Yeah, it's like trying to sue Apple because you got arthritis in your thumbs from texting too much.
Or sue McDonald's because you're fat.
Yeah, it's just it's ridiculous. Pokemon Go.
Unreal.
Guy quits his job, and then another one here. She's naked.
If you're, how old do you think you should be when you quit playing, like a Pokemon game?
I'm 36, and I still have a couple games that I like to check in and play because it kills some time. It's a hobby. To some people, it's an obsession. The Candy Crush is an obsession.
I'm 50 years old, and I have no desire to even try to look for a Pokemon. You know?
Well, it's not your generation either.
No. I mean, my son collected Pokemon cards, but my son has no. He could care less about the game.
Well,
to each his own, I guess.
Yeah.
You know, there's some grown-ups that are playing it, and I'm not going to bash you for it, but I do think you should get a life.
I heard last week somebody actually finally collected them all. It was a race to see who could get them all.
Maybe if they changed Pokemon into naked women, I might go look for them. But a Pokemon, come on, Pikachu, because I'm hype.
So, okay, here's another one. Wanted man caught while playing Pokemon Go outside a police station. I actually reported this on my website last week. This guy's running around trying to collect these Pokemon characters, and he's wanted. He's got a warrant for his arrest. And he shows up to a jail and gets picked up because he got recognized as a wanted person.
I would have laughed if the cop was dressed like a Pokemon and they found him. That would have been funny. Let me see the video on that.
Yeah, no kidding. So we had another shooting
in Fort Myers. Fort Myers.
Yeah, pulling it
Club
up.
Blue.
Club Blue.
But I think that's a teenager club, after hours or something, if I'm not mistaken.
It says here 2 dead and up to 16.
Teenager nightclub.
Up to 16 injured at the nightclub. Now this is a sad story because once again another club, and coincidentally it's here in Florida at a teen nightclub.
Yeah.
I hope this doesn't play sound, which it might do, and if it does, I apologize, folks. Let me hit that and see if it. Okay, good. It doesn't. I just learned about this a few moments ago before we went on air here. Police first responded to a scene at 12:30 a.m. Monday where officers located several victims suffering from gunshot wounds.
The injuries ranged from minor to life-threatening.
Man.
Sad.
No, let's see. Many as 16 others were injured. Okay, so it's saying one person opened fire during an event geared towards teenagers. How do you do that? What is the rationale behind that? I mean, looking at pictures, okay, so you can profile, you stereotype a little bit.
Yeah, I don't want to, but
yeah,
it kind of looks like I don't want to say a gang,
a hip hop
type
thing,
of deal, hip hop thing.
Yeah,
and I'm not trying to demeanor it at all. It's sad or what, but I don't see one Caucasian person in the picture. Not to say there wasn't any there.
There definitely was, I'm sure of it. So, once again, it's an issue that
guns.
I just think needs to be addressed again. And last week when I was on radio at 444 Radio, which we'll talk about that in a little bit, I was talking to Evan on air about guns and gun control and everything, and he said more or less the same thing. The first reaction is, as long as you're registered properly and do the right process, blah 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 blah. Because one state, I think it was Massachusetts, was about to ban people from being able to own AK-47s. And I told him, asked him rather, if you own an AK-47, why? What do you do with it? Because you don't hunt with that gun. And
it's meant for bad intentions.
Right. And it's not a gun. There's collectors. And I understand that. And he brought up an interesting point. You need to be afraid of the guy that's got 1 or 2 guns, not the one that's got 40. Because the one that's got 40 is a collector.
They're just as dangerous, though.
Yeah.
One gun can do just as much damage. You're not going to pull out all 40 guns at once. You're only going to be able to get 1 gun at a time, but that 1 gun's going to hurt you.
The gun issue that we have is getting worse every week. And at some point, even like with the cops, I believe, and I brought this up last week, and I want to pick your brain about it, get your opinion on it. At what point with the cops killing people, Black Lives Matter, toss that out the window for a minute. Just in general, you hear cops getting a little aggressive to the point where last week, again,
trigger happy,
the one guy that had the mental problem, he's laying on the ground in the middle of the street with his arms up, and says his caretaker's there.
I remember.
And he got shot in the leg laying there because he was holding a dump truck in his hand, and they thought it might have been a gun.
I think that's the excuse now. They think it's a gun.
At what point does we as a society say, you know what, police, we're done, and start fighting back?
NWA did it.
But I'm saying But I'm saying, seriously, gun or no gun, a group of people get together and take a stand against the police.
I think that already happened when those police got ambushed. When the police got ambushed and they were set up. And I think more things like that are going to happen where people call in fake crimes to get the police there and then shoot them up. It's a sad situation, sad world that we live in, that the police are acting this way. And not all police are bad. Some police are good. I ran into a situation where there was an overly aggressive police officer yelling at me one day. And I got out of my work truck and I looked him right in the eye and I said, "Let me have your badge and your name." I said, "There's no need for you to yell at me like this. Why are you acting this way?" And the look on his face was unbelievable because I questioned why he was yelling at me.
Well, there's good cops, there's jerk cops,
right,
and then there's bad cops. Now, you get pulled over. I don't even know what scenario I could use. It boils down to you and the bad cop. The cop that's just bad. The one that shoots the innocent guy laying in the middle of the street. The one that says, "Hey, do you have a gun on you?" "Yes, I do." "Okay, give me your license and registration." You reach for your wallet and he shoots you. You get the bad cop that's, like you said, trigger happy. At what point do you call it self-defense and say, "You know what, my life before yours," even though you're a cop? Imagine being put in that scenario. Because you know what happens? You take that cop out, you're automatically guilty. You're a cop killer, and there's no way to prove that it was self-defense, unless obviously someone's recording it, blah, 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 blah. But you will die before you'll even get to jail.
Fill me in on something. What was he, a mentally challenged?
What's the word
gentleman?
I'm looking for? Autistic. Thank you. That's
okay.
Yes.
What precipitated him getting pulled over or put down, or
I don't know
was
all
there
the
any
details.
just calls, or
And it happened in Miami. He was, I don't know if he just not escaped, but wandered off his property and laid down in the street. And his caretaker, which was, I believe he was even, I don't want to say a shrink, but, I'll just say caretaker, just to generalize it, was sitting next to him on the ground trying to
reason with
him and to get up. And then a deputy shows up and pulls his gun, and a conversation went down, and he fires and shoots the guy laying there. The kid, I'm not even going to say kid, the guy, the gentleman, laid there, Joe. Didn't get up, wasn't like lunging at him. He laid there and got shot. And that's a bad cop, and that's where I'm going with this.
I can't see any justification for that.
So if you defend yourself, you just get shot in the leg. You're not allowed to be aggressive and try to take the gun from that cop because he'll finish you off.
Absolutely.
But then if you're quick enough to actually get up and wrestle the gun away, now you're assaulting a police officer that shot you. That's where I'm going with this. At what point are we allowed to defend ourselves against a bad cop?
Okay.
Can we?
Take him being autistic out of the equation.
Right.
A regular person laying there.
Me or you, right now, laying there.
Not following instructions by the officer.
Following?
No.
Okay, you're saying not. So I'm
saying not. The officer tells you get up,
off.
Get up, move, and you're saying no, and you're just staying there. Anytime, and this goes back to any situation that you get pulled over by the police, if you do what they ask you to do, chances are you won't get shot.
Right. But okay, so in that scenario, like you're saying, I say no, I'm not moving. Now, the long-term effects to that is the people coming back saying, well, he didn't listen to the cops. That's kind of like the Rodney King thing. He's doing over 100 miles an hour. He was overly drunk. He could have killed people. He could have did this A, B, C, and D stupid, and they beat the living hell out of him.
Right.
So people justified that beating because he wasn't listening to the cops.
Right.
But the beating was okay?
No.
No.
The action doesn't warrant what happened.
Not that much. So,
and that cop in that situation that you're talking about with the autistic guy, after trying to talk to the gentleman, you would be able to figure out he's autistic, and you have the caretaker sitting there with him,
pleading with him.
You should be able to figure out something's mentally wrong.
Right,
with the guy.
He doesn't know what he's doing. Leave him alone.
You don't need to shoot him. And I truly think, and this goes back, George Zimmerman. It goes back to the guy in Baltimore. I can't think of his name. Freddie Gray. If you find more cops guilty of killing people, innocent people, Freddie Gray, and you find them guilty, it might deter cops from being overly aggressive.
I agree. Something needs to be done. It really does, because
Rodney King's,
to say that he gets reprimanded by being administrative leave without pay, blah 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 blah. Yeah, well, you just shot a guy that was not aggressive to you,
right?
At all.
What justification is it?
Yeah. How about now put the shoe on the other foot. Now a cop's sitting there and you pull a gun and shoot him in the leg. That's attempted murder.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah. So a cop can't be effing charged for attempted murder?
Right.
To someone that didn't do anything to him?
Right.
Seriously, what the hell kind of contradictory is that?
I agree.
I mean, it's garbage. And that's where I'm going with this. Eventually, a group of people are going to get together and say "F the police,"
well, they already are.
to quote the song, and group together and say, you know what, try arresting us, because we're going to fight back.
Like I said, I think you're going to see more ambushes. People are calling in fake crimes to get the police there, and then they're going to target them. They're going to pick them up. And I don't agree with that. I think there has to be some kind of
yeah, I definitely don't agree with that either.
Sit down with people.
But on the other hand, and again, I don't agree with that, but this is the bed that you're making, and guess what? You're going to lie in it. Yeah, this is what's happening, because
you got to get rid of the bad cops.
There's too many jerks.
The cops need to have more sensitivity training or something.
What happened to the tasers?
Yeah.
Don't tase me, bro. But don't tase somebody for 50 seconds either and give him cardiac arrest.
They could have tased that autistic man, and he probably would still be alive.
No, the guy didn't. He didn't die. He shot him in the leg.
Oh, well, still, tase him first. Or stun gun.
Pepper spray him. He's laying flat on the ground.
There's no need for that.
You shouldn't have even pulled
that
anything.
Guy, there's no way that guy should be found not guilty of something.
Something, exactly. Yeah. Agreed.
Unreal.
Unfortunate that happened.
Yeah.
So I want to kind of spin off on future endeavors for myself, and I'm bringing you along for the ride here. I'm going to try to keep these episodes, these podcasts, right around the 20-25 minute mark at the most. So we're pushing 18 minutes now, so we'll kind of wrap this up quickly. I just signed a contract last week with 444 Radio.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much. 444radio.com, the number 3 times, radio.com, and became part of 444 Media. I'm going to be starting in August, late August, doing a sports podcast, or not podcast, but radio, sports talk radio, Monday through Friday, 12 till 3, noon to 3, Eastern time. And they've got a huge following and listening base, and I'm heading up the department. I get to hire everybody, bring in a staff. Be a great experience. Going to bring you in on Mondays, so we'll do the podcast. I don't know if we'll do it Sunday night and then turn it on Monday, and then do our shows Monday live. But that is what's to come here. So it's a great opportunity for myself, because for those of you that knew me personally in high school and into college, I did have a broadcasting scholarship that I never finished. And finally, here it is, 28 years later, I get a chance to, or not 28 years later, 20 years later, I get a chance to fulfill my dream.
It just goes to show you, It's never too late.
It's never too late. It's wild how it worked out.
I still might be a Chippendale dancer.
There you go. See? So 444 Radio,
Bunch of great guys.
Awesome group.
They've helped
over
us
there.
out with some events for Fighting for a Cure 3.
For Florida Pro Wrestling.
They're a great group of guys. You'll fit in real well.
So if you are listening on your phone, you're going to want to go to your app store and download TuneIn, TuneIn, the TuneIn Radio app. Right now, the 444 Radio app does not work very well. There's a glitch with it. So go to TuneIn and get the TuneIn app and search for 444 Radio. And as the weeks to come, I'll definitely be blasting that on all my social media stuff and be Sports Talk Radio, because I know a lot of listeners here do not like the sports segment that we bring. That's usually when our retention drops. So we will not be talking about sports here unless it's something crazy or that just has to be covered. But you'll be able to tune in noon to 3, late August on 444 Radio daily, Monday through Friday. So that is my next step and adventure. So went from the little YouTube podcast here to the next level and go from there.
Man, that's great.
It is.
That's great.
So we do want to mention, we'll touch on Fighting for a Cure 3, August 13th. We've talked about it before.
My future, hopefully.
Yes.
I sent in an application to work full-time for something very near and dear to my heart, and that's American Cancer Society. I don't know if the viewers know it, but I've lost a mother, father, aunt, uncle, and grandmother to cancer. And I've done a lot of charity work, putting together Fighting for a Cure shows with all proceeds going to American Cancer Society. And I thought I'd take the next step and try to get on board full-time with them.
Fingers crossed. I think you get it.
Crossed.
I think that's a home run. And I see a lot of great things for us moving forward.
Absolutely.
It's only going to get better. All right, we'll do our fun, marry, kill, and then wrap it up. Like I said, we're just going to keep it basic moving forward, keep the retention. Please visit my website, briangouldShow.com. And if you're not following on any of the social media stuff, the links are below in the comments area there. So leave a comment, hit the like button for us too, hit the thumbs up. It means a lot. And so let's roll right into it. Fun, marry, kill. You want to go first?
I'll go first.
Who are you giving me?
Hillary Clinton.
Okay, Hillary.
Barbara Bush.
Barbara Bush.
Or Betty White.
Is Barbara Bush still alive?
Barbara Bush is still alive.
Okay. Hillary. So you're going with, wow, presidential wives.
Except for Betty White.
Oh, yes, correct.
Yeah,
Ooh.
good luck with that.
Fun. I'll save that one for last. I would marry.
I'm getting it. Italy's.
I would marry Hillary because of the money. Yes, I married for money because when she kicks the bucket, someone's got to cash in and all that cash.
They all have money.
Yeah, I'm going to go with Hillary because I know her pockets are a little deep right now. And I am not going to say...
You want to be the first man, don't you?
Yeah, that's right. I am not going to say I would KILL the next one. So I don't need Secret Service knocking at my door. But I would do opposite...
You would oft.
I would do opposite of keep Barbara Bush. And I would have fun with Betty White all night long.
Wow. Good for you.
Yes.
Betty is kind of sexy for an older
And that crackling
lady.
you hear in the background is Leos getting an Oreo cookie out of the pantry. Yes. Come here, buddy.
Hey, buddy.
Say hi.
Hi.
Say hi, everybody.
Hi.
You're on the radio. Okay. Go watch your cartoon.
Hey, fun, marry, kill, Leo.
No. Get out.
Fred Flintstone.
Yeah.
Wilma Flintstone.
All right. Your fun, marry, kills.
My fun, marry, kill.
I was going to go with Eva Longoria.
Okay.
Okay.
Eva, not Evan.
Right.
Okay.
Ellen.
Ooh. Oh.
Martha Stewart.
Okay, I got it.
Go ahead.
I'm not a big Eva Longoria fan, even though some people find her attractive.
I had a feeling you'd do this. Go
I
ahead.
don't think she is. I would. Ooh, who would I marry? Her or Ellen?
Eva, Ellen, Martha.
I'd have fun with Martha. I think being in prison may have made her a little kinky.
A little freaky deaky.
A little freaky.
I'm sure. Yeah.
I'd have fun with Martha.
Okay.
And she could cook after.
Right after.
Right after.
Instead of smoking a cigarette, go make.
Ellen would make me laugh, but I couldn't have fun with Ellen because it'd be like being with a man.
You've been with someone.
Yeah, I'd have to oft Eva Longoria. I'd marry Ellen because she has money too, and I'd have fun with the very attractive cougar, Martha Stewart.
I think Ellen would be a fun one just to be in a marriage with. Like, just she's actually got a really good personality. Of the three,
she's annoying to me.
Really? I think she's got a good personality.
But she could teach me how to dance.
Yeah, she could. That white boy shuffle you do.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Her and her man do. Her haircut. Are you a fan of hers?
If she's on and I'm flipping through, I'd stop and watch whatever's on. I don't go out of my way to do it. I don't dislike her. Fan, maybe to a certain degree. I guess I kind of am if I would stop to see who's on her talk show.
Did you know all along she was gay?
Yes.
Yeah, I think Stevie Wonder could see that.
Yeah.
Yep.
I agree.
Unreal.
Well, guys, we thank you very much for tuning in. Pretty simple, short podcast today.
We love you guys.
That'll be the concept moving forward. Once again, like I said, BrianGouldShow.com. Head on over, hit up the store, buy some liquid ass. It's great stuff to spray around your friends,
Charlie,
and strangers. And definitely hit the comment section, leave a comment, press the like button, share it, and all of the above. Guys, thank you for listening in, and we will catch you next week.
See ya.